How's it going, guys? Welcome back to West of Loathing. I'm gonna go out into the hedge maze, which is something I haven't done yet. I've been super curious about. I have already read this. We read that like in the first episode or something when we were just kind of bombing around asking about things. Do you just want to talk about the manor, or will you talk about the hedge maze specifically? Nah, just about the manor generally. This, I thought it was a second entrance. Just the one entrance. Now I can ask you guys about the maze. Wow, this is some hedge maze. Sure is. Reminds me of when I was a kid in pond, the neighbors had built a maze out of hay bales for us to run around in come fall. Oh, fun. Ours didn't have monsters in it, though. I have talked to her about that once before already. Florence? Where did you get off to? Completely lost her already. Weird, this bush seems to be full of pinto and kidney beans. You didn't think those grew on bushes? Oh, this will be for the chili. I've been to this bush before, I just didn't take the beans. A pile of loose chili beans. This is a little mound of mixed beans. If you have strong opinions about what kinds of beans go in chili, assume this assortment satisfies them. I personally do enjoy having an assortment. You could probably use the herbicide on those guys from this distance. Okay, sure. It seems like it would make things a hell of a lot easier. I could try and fight him, but why bother? How's it going back here? I'm happy to help. Ooh, thanks. You'd think a gal could sit and eat her lunch in a weird hedge maze without getting accosted by monsters. What is this world coming to? You said it. Is it safe to go? I should get back to work. What do you do here? Yeah, go on. No, I want to ask her about it. I work in the visitors center. I run the token smashing machine. We sell those little brass tokens stamped with the museum logo. You can either use them in the wishing well or run them through a machine that rolls them out flat and stamps the museum logo onto them. That's my job. I used to love those. You'd like put a penny in them and it would make a cool thing for you. It's so funny because it's so like low cost. I think they would make you put $1 in, so it was like 1 loonie and 1 penny. But it was very low cost, and it would like be a glass box so you could watch it do its thing. It's kind of awesome. It stamps the museum logo onto them again? Oh yeah, you're not even putting in pennies, you're putting in the tokens. Yeah, but they're longer after that. Huh. So, do you think it's safe to leave? Yeah, you should be fine. She leaves, you get the experience, and I believe there's nothing left to be done here. Alright, we need to be systematic about where we go through. There's so many options. There's more than I thought. Okay, now I'm even more nervous about it. I'm going to start at the furthest left and go from there. The Hedge Wizard's domain. Cool, dude. Looks like you're enjoying yourself a lot. This must be that Hedge Wizard we've heard so much about. Give him a trimming. Maybe I didn't even have to fight him. Hedges heed my call. But I'm going to choose to fight him because it seems fun. This counts as like a ghost battle, Florence? You're going to get involved? I haven't had your medicinal gas yet. Heals the entire party, damaging people. What's the one that damages everyone? Yeah, sure, use this. Pretty snazzy, but then I should be able to just shoot straight through and make short work of all this. He retreated. Didn't actually put him down. You've only succeeded in kicking the Hedge Wizard's ass down the road a ways. It's still pretty satisfying. Magic-infused leaves. This leaf still tingles with the magical energy that animated it when it was part of a malevolent topiary beast. Let's chase that jerk down. Am I going to use those to, like, flavor my chili or something? They'll act as basil. It's a big topiary W. They really like the word topiary, apparently. Maybe it stands for, why would someone make a topiary W? Maybe it's a sideways E. You don't know. Maybe it's an M. There's so many options here. Well, at least he didn't run very far. Not far enough by far. Jeez, that was hard to wrap my head around for a second there. What are these referred to as? A hedge goblin? And a vampire hedge bat. That one makes the most sense. I understand completely what is going on there. I'm hoping if I take out these guys... Nah, the bat still sticks around, so I still have to make sure I live through... I mean, for this first one, it's going to be no problem, I'm sure, but the more of these battles we go through, the more enemies he starts producing, the scarier and more difficult it's going to be to survive. At least Florence is participating. She can be like a little bit of a meat shield. It's fine if she faints. Okay, it's getting pretty annoying. Find him and end him. Is it just going to be 3 phases? Okay, we got a W and an H. It's not a B, an O, and an O. I think I got an achievement for finding all of the boos, actually. How did it describe it? The achievement is Quaking in Your Boots, endure all 10 jump scares in Gun Manor. They were very scary. Is it just who? Is it spelling out who? Wait, H for hedge, probably. Okay, at this point he's got nowhere left to run. Well, assuming that weird portal thing behind him is exit only. And we'll just give him a quick fight. Oh, and then you can probably just fight endless hedge things, as are known to be done. An arcane hedge sphere. There's a lot of things in this game that just like to produce endless amounts of enemies for you to grind through. It can be quite helpful. It can be a little repetitive, sure, but it's a good way to level up awful quick. Damn. It wigs me out how strong everything in this damn game ends up being because I'm playing it so late game. Buffalo Bill, I need you to live and do your thing, please. You should be able to deal enough damage to take that guy out. Oh, he skipped right past it, son of a bitch. He vampire batted me. I should have fully anticipated that based on the fact that he is a vampire hedge bat. But I wasn't prepared for that at all. You got the Hedge Wizard's Journal. Somebody has scrawled private, do not read. HW on the spine of this journal. Oh, I'm an idiot. The giant HW is for the Hedge Wizard. And you got the Hedge Wizard's Orb. This is the orb of mystical leaves from whence the Hedge Wizard delivered all of his powers. Derived. They were delivered to him through the derivation of the orb. That might be a word. Unless it was one of those the magic was inside you all along scenarios. He was born a Hedge Wizard, he died a Hedge Wizard. It's an offhand thing for mysticality. All these leaves. What am I going to do with all these leaves? Ooh, a chest. Maybe you spend them to fight things out of the portal. I'm going to read his journal if that's an option. It's private, but that's okay. We're going to read it anyways. It's full of terrible poetry. Here's an example. Everlasting shrubbery, nobly leaf-crowned, whence comes all joy, sweet thy fragrance, wondrous thy strength, namaste, my lord. I thought we were laughing. I thought the response was to laugh at him, but no, it's just a huh. Well, is there like N with the first letters don't do anything? Is it totally randomized? This must be useful for a puzzle then, because it's not random, it's always the same. Is there any way I can scramble these together to make something? If there is something you can do with that, I don't have the know-how currently to do it. It's some kind of portal, both made of and filled with enchanted shrubbery. But I can't actually interact with it. It's the Hedge Wizard's secret stash. I wonder what kind of things a Hedge Wizard, a botanical, mystical being, would be storing in a secret stash. In a treasure chest of goblin manufacture. You gain a bunch of meat and hedging your bets. This is a book the Hedge Wizard used to earn enough meat to become a wizard. The terminology is just a fun coincidence. That's pretty funny. You read the book and learned about all the things that financially responsible and decorative horticulture have in common. You have the perk Hedge Your Bets. You've learned when to hold them, when to fold them, and when to cut them into delightful animal shapes. 20% meat gains. Nice. After reading the book, you resolve to make some budget cuts, but after you mistake the book for your budget and cut it into pieces instead. Damn it. I would have loved to learn more and more and gain even more meat gains. That would be really damn significant if I hadn't already done the sections of the game where you accrue all of your money from. Alright, well I've done the far left? Or was there one further left than that? That was the far left. Now we got the second from the left. This is a lot of dead ends in this maze so far. Nope. Here's where it's going to start turning actually into a maze. Oh shit, no, I'm trying to like leave. This is no good. Oh god, what have I done? I guess I'm here again. Oh, I just figured out what this is for. East, northwest, southwest, north. I was sitting here being like, it's weird that it only uses like a couple, like 4 different letters. I was trying to think through like if it was a palindrome or something because of that, but that doesn't make sense because it's like there's only one of 2 different. Yeah, so anyways, that's what that's going to be for. That's not going to be what I do immediately with it. I do just kind of want to bomb around some of the other kind of one-off options here, assuming that's what more of these are going to be. Would you look at that crazy thing? Jeez, how out of control is that? The Arcane Hedge Sphere. You do your wonderful 3 damage, or just whiff it, that's fine too. Man, I do so much, you bet the hedge madness. I do so much damage at this point, I don't even need to like remotely consider my items at any point. A sign on the wishing well says, tokens only. I think I bought like 5 of them or something. You hold the token over the well and try to think of something to wish for. After a few seconds, you accidentally drop the token into the well without making a wish. Dang it, I wish I had that token back. You hear some chimes, and a rope appears in the wishing well's crossbeam. Well, how about that? So we can climb on down then? It's a rope leading to the cellar. Oh! I don't really see the point. It's the token you dropped in the wishing well. Yes, please. A gun manor souvenir token. We've already had it. That wish was an accident anyway, so you feel entirely justified in taking your token back. So am I going to undo the wish or anything by taking it back? This is just a quick, convenient access point I have now? I really thought it was going to be more exciting. You pour a bit of boiling water onto the dirt floor, making hot mud. I still don't have anything to pour hot water into that would make any sense. It's that old ropey dangler. You make it sound so strange, partially unappealing. It's not like we're accessing some weird remote part of the hedge maze. It's a pretty common, easy to access area. Oh, right. All the foraging. You haven't foraged anything in forever. You do a quick backflip and then make some funny noises by flapping your arm up and down with your hands in your armpit. The local weed giggles, loosening its roots just enough for you to pluck a handful out of the ground and wring it into a little bottle. If we've ever read this before, it was like 1,000,000 hours ago, so you're just crazy about this stuff. No, wait, I meant because of, not about. It can be used in combat, gives you 2 action points when used. That's pretty useful. Northern Clownwort. Clownwort pollen. This is a little pile of shimmering pollen from the northern clownwort flower, which some scientists claim is the source of all clown power. And it's just a wild tea bush. Dope. Is it a Labrador tea? Which I had learned as being Ledum Groenlandicum, but I think it got its name changed. I don't think it's Ledum anymore. It's something Groenlandicum still. I don't know, Latin names are hard. I'll take some leaves. You pluck some leaves and drop them into the pot of your tea service. Now that's how I go and what I use the hot water for. Pretty much guaranteed. Tea service with tea leaves. Oh, I forgot I picked up the tea service thing. That was forever ago. Okay, so I got 2 out of 3. I thought I had 1 out of 2 steps. I have 2 out of 3. The pot's full of tea leaves, so now all you need is some boiling water. Well, I'm 1 step ahead of ya. Got that one figured out. This looks new. It's a meat bush. You didn't think they could grow in this climate. You just get meat from everything in this world, don't you? It's kind of awesome, especially now that I have my 20% gains. Well, that doesn't seem like I gained an extra 20%. I feel like the number wouldn't come out so round, would it? Using my Foraging bonus. It's a Frisco Poppy. Have we found these before, haven't we? I can't remember what the usage was. It was forever ago, like I keep saying. I'm living in the past here, and not just because it's the Old West. I'm just living in the nostalgia of back when I played the original game. This once prolific but now rare species of poppy only grows in the area around Frisco, despite the protests of the other native flora who don't want it to grow in their backyard. Be more inclusive, other plants. Increases in mysticality by 11 for the day. A shockweed plant. Be careful. You wrap your shirt around your hand and pluck the shockweed flowers. You extracted this crackling, bubbling fluid from one of those weird electrified weeds that grow in the woods up north. Cool. I guess. This looked peculiar. There was like clearly an arch going on there and I almost missed it. This arch is overgrown to the point of impassability. Well, that's absolutely impossible. I won't allow it. undergrow it with the hedge clippers, and step on through. I think I did everything in this little area. Oh. What? What good does that do? Well, I guess I'll go finish making my tea, but I didn't really care about adding that one little step there. You pour some boiling water into your teapot. Voila! A steaming pot of tea and all the cups you need to serve it to a maximum of 4 sophisticates. So now I have this little thing to walk through. Really? Was that really that useful? But I guess I can keep an eye out for other instances of carving my way further through the hedges. These tall pillars do nothing. And this is just connects... No, that's not what I thought it was. This is the one that connects up with the house, yes. And I think I've done everything I can do with all of this disgustingness and all that gravy. Well, all of that seems fully completed then. In that case, it is time to go and do the whole, the north-south, all that fun jazz, I would say. As long as I click the right place. Oh, that was going to make me lose my mind. Okay. I lost the book. Here we go. East, northwest, southwest, north. I'm writing it down. Giving up on memorizing. Okay, so I would count that first movement as nothing, because that was a north one and it starts with east. So, east. There's nothing indicating that that was correct. I was curious about that, so you can't guesswork it. You have to figure it out. North, west, and then south, west, north. Boom! The Gun Manor Hedge Maze secret. The Hedge Wizard's orb starts vibrating as you get close to the weird human-shaped bush. Okay, so I needed the orb as well for this. Touch it. The hedge straightens up and speaks. Not you again. Wait, you're not him. Phew. Nope, I'm the Grimy. Nice to meet you. I'm the Hedge. The Hedge? Yeah, the Hedge. Mitch Hedgeberg, some people call me. The source of all the magic in the maze, yada yada. Boy, I can't tell you how glad I am to see somebody besides that dorky wizard. Did you? Yep. Yeah, he's gone. I took care of him. Thank you. I made the mistake of granting him a boon, and he started treating me like a god or something. Coming around day after day, prostrating himself before me like a huge dweeb. Just awful. I mean, sure, I'm powerful and all that, but it's not like I did anything to get this way. I mean, I'm rooted to the ground for heaven's sake. I just grew this way. Anyway, you mentioned a boon. Teach me how to make an egg. Oh yeah, sure. I guess I owe you that much for getting rid of the clown. Here you go. The hedge bends towards you and touches you with one of his bows. You get a perk, Boon of the Hedge. You've been blessed by the hedge. 3 to your main stats. Alright, that's pretty legit. Don't mention it. Now, I should be getting back to my business here. You can see yourself out, right? Aha. I thought there would be more to it, honestly. You should leave him alone. You wouldn't want him to think you're some kind of dweeb. I'm going back immediately. Just more for the joke of it, just to see if he has any resulting like follow-up dialogue or anything, if he's like mad to see us again. So what do you say? Nah, you actually cannot follow up on that. Alright, well in that case I think I've done everything you can in and around the hedges. How close am I to figuring out this chili? I have beans is one thing. I never figured out anything with eggs. I have chili spices, which are obviously useful. The tiny stick of dynamite. Oh, that's probably for the cigar thing here. Examine it. Wait a second. What if you stuck this in one of those cigars you found? Yeah, what if that? Wait a second. You poke a hole in the tip of the cigar and insert the dynamite. You got the exploding cigar. Hilarious. Oh, so funny. I did not realize I had what was needed to finish that one already. Make something with the magic infused leaves. You have 9 infused leaves. What would you like to make? A salad, some booze, a weapon, a hat. Ah, crap. I like don't have enough to make everything. And I don't know if there's a place to get all that you need. Am I positive that I couldn't coax more of these guys out of the portal here? Just keep endlessly fighting them, maybe? Why the heck not? I'm super confused why that wouldn't be a thing. I also don't think there was ever another interesting thing that I could use the hedge clippers for. They ended up being, like, not that exciting. First stop, no, that's the wrong one. The kids' room, so I can help them have their tea party. He's got a smile frozen on his face. I'm talking to the wrong person. I will leave you be in your terror. Hello again, sir. Did you find some real tea? I'm gonna fight your tiny little bones. No, I will give you the tea. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. She serves the tea to the four of you. Okay, well, not the doll. Sip it with your pinkies extended in genteel fashion. Then, with a giggle and a wave, she fades away. I'm so happy the doll didn't drink any. That would have been awful. Rest in peace, kiddo. Oh, that's kind of sad. But what's the deal with this doll now? Can we interact with the doll? God, I hope not. Oh, thank God. I thought that would never be over. Look at me. I'm shaking like a leaf. Kind of a freaky situation, right? Having to deal with little kids freaks me out bad enough. Having to interact with the ghost of one is horrifying. Anyway, thank you for the rescue. I need to get back to work. What do you do here? I run the candy counter in the visitor center. I'll come pay the visitor center a visit in a moment. I feel like I have a little bit more. I gotta go deal with a crappy joke-making guy who couldn't figure out how to do the cigars. He was in one of the guest rooms. Right, he's in room number 4 here. That I couldn't access immediately before, but can now. I think this is what you're looking for. That's an exploding cigar? Yep, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, but not this time. What did you use for the explosive? I found a really small firecracker, just big enough to blow up the cigar without also blowing up someone's face. Also, without the, violent lead projectile. You're a genius. Please let me see it in action so I can finally rest. Light it up. Oh, we're actually going to witness this happen. Oh, so exciting. Oh, so silly, so funny. Yes! It's like celebration as he fades out there. I like to think that he was like screaming in excitement about how happy. This plant was planted here as false evidence. Man, maybe we learn from that and start accusing false evidence of happening in that McCready case, because Jesus, we still haven't figured that one out. A painting of some pictures at a cafe back east. Very famous painting. I don't think I realized that's what that was before. Okay. I think we just go to the visitors center and interact with like the 2 or 3 people that we've freed up. What are we left with? 6 ghosts? 7? Dang it. 4 on the first floor, 2 on the second, and 1 on the third. Okay. Ooh. What are the odds Mrs. Gunn is a ghost? Do you think she's like haunted by the fact she invented the gun or something like that? There's a possibility. Okay, I want to crush myself some coins. Oh hey, thanks again for rescuing me from the hedge maze. Hello, either I never asked you what you do here, I've already forgotten. The game just didn't bother putting in branches to the dialogue there. I run this token smashing machine. If you buy one of the commemorative tokens from that other machine over there, I can put it in this machine here to roll it out flat. Well, flatter. And stamp it with our logo on the one side and a fun picture on the other. Can I interest you in one? Absolutely. Great, I love running this thing. It's so satisfying. What picture do you want on it? A badass shotgun. Well, in second thought, I'll keep it in mint condition. Banks mint coins. You know what's going on there. I'm gonna get one of each probably. A badass shotgun. Nice. That's one of Mrs. Gunn's loudest inventions, you know. She takes your token, puts it in the machine, and happily turns the crank. It makes a loud grinding noise and your token drops out into a slot, somewhat longer and thinner, the shotgun token. This brass token has been flattened out into a thin oval with the Gun Manor logo on it on one side and a badass shotgun on the other. This item goes in your offhand. Muscle and melee damage. I didn't expect it to do so much. Want to smash another one? Maybe with a different design this time? Yes, I do. The rifle, please. Great. It has little sparkles around it. That's how you know it's magical. It probably also shoots beans, but that isn't in the picture. I don't know why it would shoot beans, but okay. Because that has to do with mysticality and wizards in some way. It's the gun logo, it sparkles, mysticality and all that jazz. I will get the pistol one now. A cool pistol. Good choice. Someday, it will make a lot of people uncomfortable if you tell them you think pistols are cool. But not here in 1895. Ha ha! Moxie, 10 Moxie and pistol damage. That is a lot. I do want to see how that compares to what I currently have. Is this my offhand? No. The glass rectangle, which was useful for like a specific... Oh no, I got that from a very specific storyline. There was a lot going on there, but this is actually better. There's a bit of a trade-off there, but I think I would prefer having that. Cool. A little bit of a trade-up for the first time in like a long while. And there was someone else, the candy guy. The candy counter's open thanks to your efforts. Do some shopping. What can I get from you here? A fire-flavored candy stick. The trick to making this kind of candy is that once the sugar is completely melted, you just keep melting it forever. Pretty straightforward. I'll buy one of each just so I have a variety of things. The secret ingredient that makes it taste like gunpowder is gunpowder. And the steel-flavored one, this candy is full of cast-off steel shavings from Mrs. Gunn's factory. Well, doesn't all that just sound absolutely wonderful? We've filled most positions at this point. The photograph, does that have... No, that's nothing. The snacks and the photos, those are the main ones we have to free up, I guess. 4 on the first floor. I want to have a nice comprehensive tally of what that is. There's a guy who wants chili, the guy who needs to know how to poach an egg. I probably need to figure out the egg first so I can access the kitchen to make this dude's chili. How the hell do you teach someone how to poach an egg? I still need the cylinder, which I think I'm also going to get from the kitchen once I figure out the egg situation. That's still only 2 ghosts on the first floor. What if I look up the words rat and sit in the dictionary? That seems so weirdly specific and I'm on the wrong floor. Rat? To analyze a spoon underneath the policeman. Nope. Nope, nothing. What if I look up like rat sit? Look them up together. Nope. Sit rat? Am I getting closer? Is it like tis tar? Nah, you can't even like put them backwards or anything like that. I got nothing to go off of there. Oh. But if I literally look up poach in here. To cook slow by immersion in water, or to shoot an animal belonging to the king. Really? It has to belong to the king? I didn't know that was a part of the formal definition of poach. That's kind of interesting. See, you told that ghost in the kitchen that there were 2 meanings. You tear the page out so you can prove it to him. Ooh, the librarian's gonna be so mad. Dictionary page, poach. This is the page of the dictionary that lists all the various definitions of the word poach. Go show it to that obstinate ghost in the kitchen. Leave before anyone busts us and is super mad about it and gets us in trouble. I'm scared she's gonna be mad about that one. Here, are you happy? You don't poach them by shooting, I have proof. Oh yeah? Well, read 'em and weep, you weird old coot. What in tarnation? Poach, a method of preparing food, especially eggs, by simmering them in boiling water. Well, I'll be a dadgum. He disappears into the ether, still muttering to himself. Well, that's the end of that chapter. I'm pretty sure that still leaves 3 ghosts, and only 1 I'm aware of. And so there must be 2 other ones that are like hidden around in this kitchen that I haven't encountered yet. And I'll save that as a next time thing. How about that? How about that setup? That teaser, that payoff. Should be a grand old time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you again soon.